This episode is brought to you by Dime Media. Love supporting local, but looking to save? I've got the solution. Introducing the 2025 CNY Women's Network Members Card. This is your passport to exclusive year-round savings at over 35 amazing women-owned businesses across Central New York. Whether you're grabbing coffee, booking a spa day, or shopping a local boutique, using your members card means more than just discounts. You're empowering women, strengthening small businesses, and building a thriving community one purchase at a time. Want to see all the offers and partner spots? Head to cnywomensnetwork.com/members-card or click the link in our bio. And here's the best part. Join the collective by CNY Women's Network and you'll get your members card free with your annual membership. More details at cnywomensnetwork.com/membership. Let's grow together, one card, one connection, one business at a time. Welcome back to Cultivate CNY. I'm your host, Alex Canavan, and today I could not be more excited to welcome Gabrielle Lloyd to the show. Gabrielle is a licensed cosmetologist, dedicated mother of three, and a powerful force for connection and wellness in the Syracuse community. As the owner of her own solo salon, she creates more than just beautiful transformations. She fosters a space of empowerment and self-expression. Outside of the salon, Gabrielle is the co-founder of the Syracuse Run Club, a wellness-driven movement that brings people together through running, accountability, and healing. Focused on mental clarity, physical health, and community, she's helping others grow stronger inside and out. So, without further ado, let's welcome Gabrielle to the show. Well, Gabrielle Lloyd, welcome to Cultivate CNY.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to talk about Syracuse Run Club and you as a person because, I've just seen this group. I noticed you guys last year when you officially launched, but you guys have grown so much. And I just can't help but notice, just like the loyal and almost cult-like following that you guys have. So I'm really excited for today's conversation and just learning more about the group and like how you guys built this.
Okay.
So, what originally inspired you guys? I mean, I know you're the co-founder, so you have another founder of the Syracuse Run Club. What inspired you guys to start this?
So, just noticing people running more on their social media, and it all started with a post of saying, like, hey, I know you guys don't have to work on 4th of July. Let's meet up and run to this point back, and I'll see you when you're there. And Elijah wrote me back and was like, um, I already have the Instagram for it. Like, let's do it. I've had this idea on my heart. So
Nice.
it was only like divine alignment for us to do it together.
So you chose 4th of July.
Yes, because we knew that people didn't have to work. So it's like, I know you guys don't have nothing to do. It wasn't like,
And it was casual. It was
yeah,
like,
it was
whatever.
casual. It
Let's
wasn't
just
planned.
Yeah, it was organic.
Yes.
So where was this first run?
We started at the Inner Harbor, and then we ran all the way to the Most, and then we ran back to the Inner Harbor. We had a speaker, so we were playing music, chit-chatting, talking, and it was a bunch of our friends that we already knew, so it was like kind of getting together, catching up a little bit, and then me and Elijah already had it kind of organized how we were going to like take off and do all this stuff, so I guess having that organization, like, okay, chit-chat, all right, we're going to stretch, we're going to run, and have this midpoint and then run back. So it was kind of like it like flowed very well.
Yeah, yeah. And my mind is in a million different places because there's so many questions that I have for you. Just being someone that's currently in this season of getting in the best shape of my life. And now I'm considering picking up running myself. And I think that, just the idea of a run club is such a great idea, specifically for people that kind of want to enter into this new hobby, right? It's
Right.
like you don't know what you don't know. And I have gone and tried to do it myself. And I just feel like there's this whole strategy that you need to have, especially when running outside.
Yeah, the
But also
terrain.
being a woman, that I would say I would prefer to run outside over running inside on a treadmill. It's also hard to kind of like take that leap too if you're doing it completely alone.
Right.
So was it after this first run that you guys realized like, oh my gosh, there's something here, we have to keep building on
Oh
this?
my God, instantly. Like as soon as we, because we rode to the run together. So when he was dropping me off, We looked at each other like, we literally can do this. We could make this anything. And we literally have been doing such that. Like, it's so crazy. Like, because we didn't expect to start partnering with coffee shops and brands. And that all came along with it. It wasn't the initial plan. The initial plan was like, let's get our friends together and do this run together. And it's a bunch of like accountability partners kind of thing. It's a group of accountability partners. And the group just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And brands or local businesses are seeing this and they're like, oh my God, we want this energy too. We want to share this energy too. And I guess that was the missing link. Like we didn't notice what we had. We just wanted to socialize within the hobby of running.
Yeah. And I think that, that's the best way to build a brand, right? Is
Right.
to kind of maintain that authenticity and grow it in a really organic way that feels good to you guys. How did you guys understand logistically how to build a run club? Did Elijah have prior experience? Because I'm sure that behind the scenes, there's a lot of logistics that go into it. The
There,
event planner in me, like, that's where my mind is going, is like, how did they know how to do this the right way? I'm sure there's been plenty of hurdles and mistakes and all that good stuff, but I would love to hear a little bit more of the behind the scenes.
well, taking back to us on that first day of us getting together, um, the our minds were just thinking on the same wavelength. Like as I was typing, do you think we should get waters? He already sent we should get waters. And I was, I was like, oh my God, I was just saying that. And as I'm saying we should get a speaker, I sent that and he was like, should we get a speaker? Like we were on the same page. So it was kind of like our brains already knew what we were gonna do to have a good time. The running aspect of it, the planning of the miles and stuff like that, that came along the way. So I guess the first initial like, okay, we're gonna run to Anna Harbor and back, that measurement, okay, we ran this far, let's replicate this in a different area and in a different area. So like kind of just winging it every Saturday of how to um how to do that. But I guess just our backgrounds of what we do outside of Run Club, like just being like young professionals that know how to hustle in an organized way. Because I'm a hairstylist, so I know how to manage clients and book people and time management. So I just having that background of how to organize something. I guess that just was like second nature of trying to figure out how we're gonna do it. But it wasn't like like I was a runner I started running back in high school from, athletics and he just started his running journey about a year, 2 years ago. So just that love for running and then having the prior knowledge we had, those two together just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no stopping people that genuinely love what they are doing or what they're
Right,
building,
right. When you
right?
have the love for it and the passion for it, all those steps, those downloads come along the way.
Yeah, and you're right. Run clubs have become such a thing, right? So
Right.
you guys kind of jumped on at the perfect moment. You are the Syracuse Run Club. You kind of claimed this stake in the ground, and you guys have done such a great job with it. And one of the other things I've noticed about this community that you've built is it's so diverse. Like people from all walks of life, different skill levels of running, I've noticed attend these events. And even through talking to some of your members, as they've tried to get me to attend some meetups, which I definitely will in the future, they're like, no, Alex, it's okay. You don't have to be a runner. Like, stop thinking you need to be a runner to attend these meetups. Like, you can walk if you need to.
Yes.
So, how are you? I know that you guys cater to such a diverse range of runners. How are you guys able to do that all in the same meetup without having different skill level meetups? And have you considered diversifying and doing multiple skill level meetups or maybe different distances?
Yeah, we definitely do different distances. We also give the people the option, like if you see people running back, like if you're walking, you can just tag along and just run back. You don't have to go the whole way. But also, I think the vibes of everyone's included, different friend groups coming. So you see just people like you or people that you knew from a long time ago, or just you're just seeing different people. It makes you feel like you're all on one level, right? So we have people that are running prior miles, joining Run Club, and then being like, bye guys, and running a whole another 3 miles. It's crazy. So we're getting people that are running longer distances. Sprinters are running 6, 7 miles ahead of us and then waiting for everybody like and clapping everybody along. Like there's
It works.
thank you.
Yeah.
It works. It's a space for everyone.
Yeah, it kind of is this it's almost reminds me of just like an ecosystem. It's
Yes.
you need all those different levels and just different types to
Right.
work.
Right. So if
Yeah.
you
So what's
had
the point of hosting multiple catered to different people, right?
right.
Because that's not why people go. They
Right.
go to connect and to be in their
Right.
community. And like you said, your long distance runners will put in the work before or after the meetup.
Right. Right. So it's like you as a marathon runner and your sister just had a baby, so then she's walking with her stroller and your nephew and you're running your miles and then you come and join us. Like it's like you can see different dynamics, like people are having their kids and people having their dogs, and it's just different dynamics of the hobby running. It's not always high elite runners or long distance running, because we're
Yeah.
not doing anything new. There's other run clubs in Syracuse. It's just now it's a place for everyone to come and vibe, because those other run groups, they're training. They're training for things, and they're a little bit more intimate. Whereas ours is like people are moving from to Syracuse and like, what's this going on here?
Yeah.
And or like someone that lives here and like you got to get outside, you got to meet people. So it's that missing link. Like, okay, yeah, we're running, but we're also meeting people, putting people on to different things happening in the community. It's a place of being connected within Syracuse without feeling like you're doing it alone. Like for
Absolutely.
you think that you have to do this alone, but in a sense of it's a space for everyone to not make it a task. Like you don't want to make improving yourself a task. It's a marathon. It's always going to be happening. So enjoying that aspect of like, oh, I always sleeping on Saturday, but would you go to a brunch? Would you go to a brunch on Saturday?
And I
So
think I think the driver truly is people. And
right,
like I love a Saturday morning workout, but I'm not working out alone. I'm going to a workout class.
right.
And that's why I love it, cuz it's just gets you out, gets you around people, and then you can just keep the good vibes going all day long. But I just feel like, I'm sure that you guys have had a bunch of people come to the run club that are like, I am starting my running journey with you guys. Like, this is
Yes.
my entry into running.
Yes.
So, do you have any stories about anyone that you know personally that has kind
Oh,
of
all the
had a
time.
transformation because of Syracuse Run Club?
All the time. Even to this day, we still get people like, oh, this is my first run ever. Like, I'm not a runner. And I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
what made you come out? I want to be with you guys. Like, okay. And then hearing them the next week being like, oh, I went out twice this week. And it's kind of cool. It's
It's
kind of
because
cool
you've,
being a catalyst.
yes, you guys are definitely a catalyst and you guys have created this. Like, I've never attended the event, but I can just tell from your social media,
You feel the energy.
you feel this energy of like, all are welcome. We're here to have a good time, and that's it?
Hmm.
And also, you guys have built a really cool community. Like, just from the people that I know that go, I'm like, you're all cool cats. So now, naturally, I want to go because I want to be
Yes.
around you guys. But
Yes.
how do you think that has happened? I know that everything's been really organic, but say when it comes to your social media strategy, how have you guys approached that? Because you guys have built a really good following online too.
I think because we're not picking and choosing who we're posting. It's everybody's getting shown on there, like your walkers, your strollers, your kid, everyone's being shown on there. It's not picky and choosy like who's the influencer. It's like we're showing the whole community. So that's really the star. That's why you feel the energy, because the energy's there. You feel it there already.
What do you guys see becoming of the Syracuse Run Club? Like, is there anything you guys are navigating right now, or maybe seeds you're planting for the future of the Run Club?
We are hosting a 5K this fall. So
Cool.
I know. So
And you guys run about 5K every week, right?
right,
That's like your
right.
typical distance for the
So they're
meetups.
already getting trained for it without even knowing that they're
Yeah.
getting trained for it. So yeah, we're really excited about that. But with the trend of running these days, people are traveling and doing things for the run, for the marathons, for that. So in hopes to be something like that for Syracuse, where people are like, all right, I'm traveling to come to this run because the vibes are so good. So like getting that good vibes being spread through our city, that's always going to be the goal. That's always going to be the intention, no matter if we're throwing a race or throwing a festival or throwing a party, like, or throwing a normal, consistent Saturday. I just want the vibes to be like, yeah, this is a community based. It feels good here. It feels like home.
And you guys partner with a lot of other awesome businesses and brands and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit more about that. Who have you partnered with recently that you're really proud of?
Well, fresh on media right now, we partnered with Milano Bean Cafe, and
I heard the coffee's so good
it's
there.
so good, and it's just a cool vibe in there. And
I have to go. That reminds me. I'm gonna
yes,
go this week.
Elijah loves the fruity pebble matcha that they have there. Um, to get a snippet of the line out the door, and I am a frequent goer, so just to get a little like talk with like, hey, we plan on meeting across the street. We would love to partner with you. And she was like, how many people? And we're like, well, 60 to 100 people that come to the runs, but probably half of that will come and buy some coffee, being realistic. And we had the line out the door, and people were walking by because it is a highly walked traffic area. And people were like, what's going on here? Like, it's like just good coffee. It's a good space. And we just ended our run. So that was a real cool collab, because just to see them like that they didn't believe the impact, and then just to see a line out their business they just opened up recently, like that was just so dope, so dope.
It's great. I think like I'm in a very similar space as you guys, and one of our main priorities is collaborating with our local businesses to shine a spotlight on them, right? To bring our community and our audience to that business, to celebrate and support it. And it's like a lot of these small businesses are just, especially as they're getting started, just in the thick of the day to day, right?
Right.
And it's really hard for them to, especially in the beginning stages, to invest in any sort of marketing campaign or outside marketer to come in and promote their business. But when you can truly show up and say, hey, no strings attached, all I want to do is bring my, be able to meet here. Maybe we can offer them $1 off or whatever, but we'll just see how it goes. And then they
Mm-hmm.
can really feel like, there's, wow, there's a
Right.
bunch of people here. This is awesome.
Right, like to be on that, like knowing as an entrepreneur, people believing in your business like that, to know that that's probably the moment that they felt was like so dope. Like you feel that like as an entrepreneur, other people just love your business and they want to support you just off the base of they love it.
Today's episode is fueled by our newest collaboration with Project Lean Nation Syracuse, and it's called Lead Her Fuel. We've built this limited edition protein shake to celebrate National Women's Small Business Month and the women leading across central New York. The flavor profile is light, bright, and not too sweet, just the way I like it. And we've got some dragon fruit, strawberry, pineapple, plus your choice of plant-based or whey protein. I'm a whey protein girl myself. And you cannot forget the watermelon aminos, which will help you feeling strong and more focused. If you're ready to try it, you can head to Project Lean Nation Syracuse in Camillus now and ask for the Lead Her Fuel protein shake. You can grab one for yourself or treat a colleague who's been crushing it. This is your sign to lead boldly, fuel wisely, and get the Lead Her Fuel protein shake today at Project Lean Nation Syracuse in Camillus. All right, back to the show. So tell me a little bit more, kind of rewind to this 5K that you guys are planning. What is the vision for this? Like, why are you guys planning a 5K? And is this going to be almost like a way to give back to the community, but also spread awareness about the Syracuse Run Club?
Absolutely. So we are actually partnering with Delta Train Club to host the 5K, and well, in beginning stages, it was just both of us. And in hopes of getting some advice, we asked Mike, who organizes the Inner Harbor 5K, for just some advice. And during the conversation, he was like, "Yeah, but if you guys ever, if you want to host mine," and we are like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And as the conversation goes, he's like, "No, but I'm serious about that." So and it just so now we're hosting it. So that's
Good.
so
That's so
so
exciting.
so the goal is to just bring people to the Inner Harbor 5K. He already has donations and organizations lined up. So we'll
Oh,
just be fulfilling Mike's wishes on his Inner Harbor 5K. We'll just be bringing more vibes to it.
yeah. And probably helping like with the logistics behind the scenes, helping
Oh
promote it,
yeah,
of
for
course, to
sure.
your whole
Yes.
community. There's so many incredible movers and shakers here in Central New York that are doing really cool things, I think, in the wellness and like fitness spaces. We collaborate with boutique fitness studios to do fitness pop-ups. But, there's also so many other clubs and initiatives popping up, like the Syracuse Run Club. As a fellow Syracusean, what are some of the wellness businesses or services you'd like to engage in?
I love joining Lisa at Rooftop Yoga. I aspire to get with you guys at Delta Train.
Yeah,
That is a
Delta's.
little aggressive. You guys are
Is
killing it
it?
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, some people are like, "Alex, I don't know if I like this." And I'm like, "No, you like it."
You're right, right, right. You're right. You
It is
gotta challenge
it is kind of
yourself.
intense though. I'm a
Um
little insane.
yeah.
If I'm not fighting for my life, I'm bored. Do you know what
And
I
that's, you
mean?
know what I'm saying? Like if you're not breathing heavy and you're not out of breath, then did you really work out?
Yeah, I'm like one of those people that's like, I just wanna know that I'm gonna get results if I'm spending the time on it,
Right.
but it's just because I'm hardwired that way, but
Right.
I also think, like, the reason why I preach like, I swear this is my 5th episode I'm probably talking about Delta on, but I think the reason why I love it is because I've gotten results. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? And, like, for the first time in my life, I've
Everyone that goes
gotten
gets results.
results. Oh, yeah, I know, and I see they're great with their social media too, because they also do a great job at showcasing the community. I
Yes.
think that's why they've been so successful is because their social strategy is really strong. But I've seen people's transformations from there, and that's
Yes.
what got me there, is because I knew someone that had posted her before and after. I'm like, "Oh, it's game over, I'm going." Like, I want arms like that.
Yes, yes. And that was even dope to partner with them because when we had, I know you're familiar with their turf space. We
Mhm.
had a DJ there. We had our vibes there. We went for our run and we came back. Like that's just so dope.
Yeah, you guys
Because
definitely.
He's an entrepreneur too. Everyone's doing their own thing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
it,
and Ryan gets it with in terms of events, like what a good event looks like. I
yes,
believe he's planning a big event for their 1 year. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to
yes.
that. But what are some of the other people that you guys have collaborated with, like other coffee shops and things that you guys have done for your run club?
Yeah, we've partnered with Salt City Market, Cafe Cabal.
And do you guys like to do a different place each time, kind of
Oh
spread the
yeah,
love?
we actually love that because some people will run. Well, you know, you'll be familiar with the creek walk by now, but we do in these little places, and everyone's like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was here." Like, no one's really exploring our city for what it is, and our city actually has some really hidden gems. Even some of the routes that we take, like under the bridges and stuff, it gives that industrial city feel, and I feel like people take little things that we have in our city already in place for granted a little bit. So I
Yeah.
love that we like do little highlights of that.
You
Um,
guys should partner with Visit Syracuse
we should.
and do like almost like seeing the city of Syracuse through a different lens from the runner's lens or like on foot
I
and
would
do like
love
a
if
tour.
have you heard of Aiden Media that does the
Yep.
drones? I would love if someone did a drone video of us running in
Well,
like
hit
different
up Evan right here. This is
or
our
you have a
drone guy right behind the
GoPro?
camera.
A GoPro, I've been trying to do little angles like that on my phone, like being in the run. So like, okay, yeah, you meet up, but you don't even see like when you are at different paces, you're with different groups of
But to
people.
get that aerial shot of the whole
Yes.
club from throughout like the different, yeah, that would be sick.
That would be so sick. Like everybody be stopping their cars, like recording, like what is going on? Like,
Have you reached out to him?
no, we should.
I'm sure he would be super receptive to that.
Yeah,
That would be an interesting shot for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You guys have really great strategies. Is there a ton of strategy behind, your social media or communications, or is it just kind of like natural?
It is natural, and the worst thing that they could say is no. So it's like no harm in asking. Like, see if they'll be down to work with us. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But we really haven't had any kickback yet because everyone wants to be a part of like what is going on here.
Yeah, I hear that. For anyone that's listening that is wanting to start their own community or their own group in one way or another, what are some of the challenges you guys have had that you would advise other fellow community builders about?
Staying true to the mission while you're starting and staying neutral to that because of course other types of groups with different missions want to get a little piece of the crowd and attention of the crowd for sure, but sometimes if it's not aligning with the values of your club and your mission, then you don't need it. You don't need everything happening at your club, right? You want to keep everything your intention, your mission, I guess. So I guess my thing is just remember why you started in the first place,
What is your guys' biggest mission with this club?
is to stay inclusive and make sure that everyone feels safe both emotionally and physically in a place outdoors in Syracuse, really. Honestly, just to keep the community active and, you know, feeling like they can explore running without the pressure of being judged. Like, oh, I'm not running a 7 point whatever mile. Like, that's okay. That's not the mission. The mission is for you to socialize with the hobby of running.
Yeah, like get out, move your body, do something good for yourself, and get connected, man. Like we're
Right.
here to make friends, just have a good time.
Right. Like you don't need to worry about having, the best gear or anything like that. Just have the desire to push yourself and stay with the good vibes. Because even if you like for me, if it's hot and I'm not feeling like to push myself, I'm still gonna jog at a good pace, but I'm not gonna let imposter syndrome make me feel like, oh, I'm the face of the run club. I have to run the fastest or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, like I genuinely love running. I put my headphones on. You might catch me dancing. Like, I love running. So that's my mission of loving running and wanting to put people on to like what it does to your mind and your body. That's always going to be the drive for me. Like, so I guess that's what I
Yeah.
always want to come out with.
I really like that because it just removes the barrier. I think when you show that running doesn't it's not like a cookie cutter one size fits all situation, and like you mentioned, there's people showing up with their dogs, with their kids. They're there for a long walk. It's like it's a take what you need sort of situation. And that's
Right.
how I explain like our network for CNY Women's Network is like we consciously made our membership fee like compared to other similar communities, like really accessible, like as low as we could possibly get it to maintain business operations. And because of that, like, and I think a lot of other reasons, we've been able to really capture just like a very diverse range of women that are either working for companies or running their own business. But it's amazing how we found a way to like level the playing field and maintain that we're all here for community. We're not here to
Right.
get something
Right.
from one another. And also just like every single space that you enter or every sort of group that you become a part of, your role, you are in that room for a reason and everyone has a very important role. So what role is that?
Right.
And sometimes, some mornings your role is to give something to the group, to provide some value.
Right.
Some mornings your role is to take and to receive.
Yes.
And so just understanding that and like creating the atmosphere like you guys have done is it's okay. Like wherever you're at today, we're going to have a great time.
Right.
You guys are only a year old and you guys have grown so much. But what about the next year or even two? How do you see this brand? Because what you guys are building is a brand. Like, how do you see
Right.
this evolving?
I guess to piggyback that is there's no outcome. It's endless. So wherever it takes us, to be honest, we're open to anything, but just being consistent, showing up every Saturday and or whenever we post like a night run or whatever, just being consistent, whatever positive outcomes come along the way. Um, I guess you'll have to see on our Instagram to see what
Yeah,
is
gotta
next
stay
because there
tuned.
is no plans. Like
Yeah.
even the brand deals, those came like oh, Asics is reaching out. They want to do a pop-up like excuse me, Asics? Like what? So it was like they want to be there with us. Like what? So like
Yeah. It's cool.
it's
It's
cool.
cool.
It's cool.
Because what you are essentially doing for those brands is PR.
Right. And I guess
So
that's what any influencing happens.
mhm. You guys are influencers, yeah.
You just keep influencing the intention of, our mission. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, I actually want to do that too. I actually want to run on a Saturday with other people, and I want to do that too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take us through a typical Saturday. Like, what time are you guys meeting? What's the warm up looking like? What can we expect?
So a typical Saturday is well, knowing our meetup location,
Hmm.
and we get there about 8. You can mingle. We try to get everybody together around 8:30 to do a group stretch, and then around 8:45 we take off, unless instructed otherwise, because sometimes we have like a collaboration where it's going to be a longer situation, like when we do pop-ups and stuff like that, so we might start at like 10 or something like that. But essentially, like, 45 minutes to an hour to get together, take off, and then come back and socialize afterwards. Sometimes we emphasize like getting a DJ and having like a real party afterwards, but sometimes we like to keep it quick, and this is just typical ritual Saturday.
Yeah. And are you guys meeting at a different location every week?
Pretty much, yeah. We've been finding new locations.
What does that process look like? Scouting
Right. So
locations.
it really be like sometimes when we go for runs, or just driving around like, oh, this park looks cool, and then trying to figure out a safe route along the creek walk.
Mhm.
We try to keep it along with the creek walk because you're going in and out the city, whereas like you're not directly on the street all the time because that's kind of not safe. But so we try to keep like different places that go along the creek walk or the Empire Trail, essentially.
Yeah.
So Google Maps, we're constantly texting about like different spots and like, oh, does this seem cool or whatever? And along with like, okay, is there a business that we could team up with around over there? Or um, is there a safe spot that we're gonna stretch? Like all those are key factors in there when
Yeah.
planning a spot.
Yeah. The Inner Harbor area is beautiful.
I
It's a
love it.
nice trail over
And
there.
then when the aquarium's up,
Oh yeah, that whole area is gonna be like, I think that that's gonna be the hot spot, is the Inner Harbor for sure. Like,
mhm,
obviously downtown is fabulous, but I'm excited to see what the Inner Harbor becomes.
I'm so excited to see these two areas merge because the mall area is growing, the highway's about to look beautiful, then downtown's looking cute. I'm here for it. I'm so happy. I always like share little things on my social media like, please cultivate here, please, 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 because if you don't see what's happening to our city, you're gonna miss the ball, like for
Yeah.
real.
Well, that's why this is called Cultivate CNY. There's great things happening, and
There's great things
just
you are
get on
highlighting
board,
here.
you know? Get on
Yeah.
board. And I love seeing other young people in the city that are from here that are like building community
Yes.
and just like so excited about what's to come. Like I'm right there with you, and it's just
Yes.
like so refreshing to sit down with someone like you and chat about this. What about Elijah? Like what is his role in all this? Is he I just wonder like where does he lean in? Does he love the brand partnership side and
Oh,
brainstorming stuff
he's
for
like the
that?
whole creative of the brand.
He's
Like
doing the socials.
he runs our social media
Yeah.
so well. He comes with everything like so dope. Sometimes when we do videos and his director he has a hidden talent there for
Yeah.
sure.
I
So
love
to
that.
see him um
Some people just have an eye, you know?
he
They're just
has a
born with it.
talent for it. He's awesome at it. And to see him express his talent with tech like that is, or just that graphic design eye, like that's so dope and so dope to be a part of, like really, like whenever he makes the flyers and stuff, I'm like, this is just so clean, so dope. Whenever he has those video ideas or like our ads or whatever, it's just so dope. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are a great, you know, a great match. Like it's nice to have another co-founder that has a lot of really cool strengths and characteristics too. And
Yes.
I personally am like, I've been saying this since the beginning. Like I wish I had a co-founder because there's so many areas where I'm lacking that I'm like, oh, I wish I had someone else that could kind of fill those gaps in. But you figure it out as you go.
Right, right. Our friendship chemistry, like just knowing like, oh yeah, I was thinking that. Or like if we're somewhere and the parking is like tight, we're like, oh, we were thinking that. Like it's just like sometimes we're on the same brain wavelength. So it's so dope that, and of course, like if we're out of town or whatever, like you got this, like we really have each other's back and making sure that the show keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to, like, be in it with someone
Mhm,
else.
mhm, like, I wouldn't even imagine either one of us, like, because it's grown so fast, like, the way it was meant to happen, it was like we were meant to do it
Yeah,
together.
absolutely. What's been the most rewarding part of building this community?
The feedback, really, like, everyone, loving it and saying, "Thank you for organizing such a dope, thing," and,
I'm sure you're
to
changing lives, for sure.
for sure, and, like, people that have like, starting from last year, like, "Oh, I've never been a runner, but I've been, since you guys started the run club, now I love running." That's so dope to hear because, like, imagine you put someone on to start a podcast, like, "Oh, I wasn't thinking about it, but thank you so much, like, you inspired me for that." Like, that's so dope, like, I wasn't even doing anything, and I inspired you singularly to do something, like, that's so dope.
Yeah, and that's really, like, I think the whole point, right? Is
Yeah.
that's why we show up and do what we do and, like, put ourselves out there because we wanna make a positive impact on the world, and that usually happens through impacting people, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it's just I'm sure it's been really eye-opening because at first you start this thing, you realize there's something there, and the start of, like, your guys' story and the start of the CNY Women's Network is very similar. Is like, I showed up, I hosted this event that really I wanted to attend myself, and I just wanted other people to be there with me, and then it turned into this whole thing because I realized there was a need for this.
Yes, yes. That was the whole point of you having the calling anyways to do it because there was a need. So then you ended up filling the void with just being yourself and creating something that yourself wanted. That's
I
so
love
dope.
it.
That's so dope.
It is. It's cool. We're
Yeah.
we're lucky. We're
We
super lucky
are.
to
We're
be sitting here
super.
on a mic doing what we do, but
I
it's like
know.
and that's why I'm so grateful. It's like I never for a day forget how lucky I am to be doing this.
I
And
know.
it's not without challenges. I'm sure you guys have like had plenty of things going on behind the scenes like with all the logistics and
Oh,
there's
for
just a
sure.
concern for other people's, the people in your community and their experience,
Oh,
right?
for sure. I mean, my personal life is crazy. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I run, business,
Yeah. You're
mass
still running
clientele.
your hair business
Yeah,
full time.
yes. Yeah, I'm a full-time hairstylist, so it's kind of like something that is like being monetized and kind of a job, but it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like I'm so happy to end my week with you guys, doing this run because I had a crazy week. So it's nice to just have a space that I created or we created, I say, for us to be together with everyone else, not knowing that everybody else wanted to be with us too.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, isn't it lovely that you get to like create this incredible thing and also like fill your cup up with it too?
Right, that's what I'm
Cause
saying.
like
Like,
my whole social life is our events, like the CNY Women's and I host events that I want to go to, right?
mhm.
So it's and to be honest, like I don't have really much energy or time left over for like all the extra people in my life that aren't at our events like
Right.
and that's the compromise I think but I'm gonna make that sacrifice right now so I can build something really cool and someday I'll be happy I did that, right?
Right. Right.
I'm curious. I know that one of your things that you say is you don't need all the best running gear, just a great pair of shoes. But I'm curious, like, what are some of your favorite pieces of gear or brands that you like to wear as a runner or just as a wellness girly?
Mm, I
Because I
guess
did just buy a sick pair of Oakley sunglasses primarily because I was like, I'm gonna take up running, and these sunglasses look sick.
oh, don't get me wrong, you could definitely splurge within the hobby for
Like,
sure.
I'm all for an outfit, like, I
Oh.
picked up tennis last year, and I'm still playing tennis weekly, but, it was definitely because of the outfits.
That is nothing wrong with that. Honestly, me and my friend, we wanted that's so funny that you say tennis because we want to take up tennis too. But I was all about like when I get my tennis racket, I'm gonna get hot pink tape and I'm gonna make it all cute. Like you definitely um I guess they're like whole cruxes. Like I love having little things like my sunglasses or whatever during running. So there's nothing wrong with that. But
What are your sunglasses?
I have these. I just bought some off Amazon, but I love like these little pink ones or purple ones. I want some. I definitely want some Oakleys, but this is my problem. I lose a lot of
Yeah.
things,
I
and
don't buy nice sunglasses. Those were nice, but I don't buy like designer sunglasses because I will lose them.
but I won't say that there isn't a pair of Oakleys in my cart. Like they're definitely there, but um, I guess if you want to do that, definitely do that because that's what makes it fun. Like don't buy your Oakleys and then like, okay, I'm not gonna wear them because I don't want to lose them. Like, no, buy them and wear them and feel good in your run. So if you want to wear the cute outfits and all that, definitely do that because where else are you gonna wear it to? You know, like
Well, I'm curious particularly about like bottoms and like leggings because
yeah.
I have found like I just feel like one of like our biggest complaints as women is about leggings. Is like we can never find the right legging, but I feel like especially for running, it's tough because it's all these things. But what are your favorite like shorts or
Yeah,
bottoms for running?
my favorite things right now are biker shorts. Probably because they don't ride up or
Mhm.
just go super short. Cause then they
Yep.
don't like you're not going the wishy-washy between the thighs. But Lululemon is a really good brand. I was like, oh, you don't have to spend a lot of money on clothes, but I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
worth it with
It's worth
Lululemon.
it. It's worth it. I'm not gonna lie because they don't ride up. They have the shorts in the inside and
The
um
Hottie Hot shorts? Yeah,
yep,
yeah. I gotta get
yep.
myself a pair of those. I don't have any. But
Well,
I've noticed that those are what the running girlies are wearing.
and I want to get some of the Nike ones where they're like completely split on the side, but the compression shorts are in there. I want to get those for my next marathon because I do notice that yeah, the first couple miles they feel good, like your shoes or whatever, but like after a while there's science happening, there's friction happening, like so the biker shorts, like if they were like the cotton, I haven't had a problem, or the dry fit, I haven't had like the spandex, I haven't had a problem, but that's something to think about when you're going on like long or any type of run is like, okay, these clothes might look cute, but are they gonna
Yeah,
perform well?
exactly. And that's why I asked, honestly, because like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that has a lot to do with the whole experience of long distance running, especially for people like myself that is I still haven't started it, but I plan on it. And so
Mm-hmm.
like I just, you want to think of how can I have the best experience possible? And I know that probably what I wear on the run has something to do with that. I did just buy a Solomon vest
Oh.
with the hydration.
Oh, okay. Those,
Yeah.
yeah,
People like
people
those.
like those. I haven't.
I don't know if they're totally necessary though.
They're
Like
I
what's your pre-run ritual? How do you get your body prepped for a run?
um
So you don't have to carry water on you, I guess
right.
you could say,
I
because you
guess
guys are only doing 5K.
yeah. We're only doing 5K, but I will try to drink like water, anything prior. With it being hotter, I'll run with water, but I'm trying to drink if I'm gonna run long distance, drink water sooner and then use the bathroom because you don't want to like have to use the bathroom again
Mhm.
when you run a long distance. You're gonna want to make your mark. But I try not to eat right before because you don't want to feel heavy. You don't want to feel like anything's on you. And
No whole milk hot latte right before you run?
I will say that I haven't had coffee before a run, but
I drank a latte before I went to Delta the other day for conditioning, and it was, like, on Saturday, it was so hot, and I was like
were you dying?
I don't usually feel like I'm gonna vomit, but I felt like that.
Yeah, because it's
And I
like it's
was
just
like
sitting there, it didn't digest all
I
the
was like, "You
way.
know what? Maybe a latte wasn't a great idea."
But you know how funny that works? Like you know your body so well that you're like, "Oh, I know exactly what that was."
Yeah.
I know exactly what that was. But and I guess that will just say like you know your body. Like if you know that you um feel some type of way during certain eating certain things or whatever, don't even bother.
Don't play with it.
Don't
Not
play with
before a
it.
run.
Don't play with it.
What about shoes?
But that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, I don't. I guess I'm gonna emphasize. You don't gotta worry about what you're really wearing, but the shoes matter. Like it's like sometimes you think that you suck at something, and it's really your tools. Like chain. Oh, I can't run long distance because my knees. Maybe because if you change your shoes, you and I noticed that with me. Like 2024, I was running with same pair I had from when I graduated high school. These pair of New Balance Flex Foams. I was like, dang, they're so tight. Like, girl, because they're like 8 years old to get some new shoes. And so now I run with these Asics, and I love my Nike Vomeros as well. But the shoes make a difference.
So
And
what about these Asics do you like? Because I probably need to look into shoes myself. I have like my knees are slightly knocked, so they're like
hmm,
they're just like they're not. You know how they say like the best athletes are slightly bow-legged. My knees are the opposite. They freaking point in. Okay,
oh
it's not
God.
cute. It is not cute at all. Um, and so when I'm running, I've noticed that actually creates a lot of like lower back pain for me. And I
Hmm.
know it has a lot to do with like my anatomy, and I should probably learn how to like run properly. But I'm sure technique has a lot to do with it too
Technique
for pain.
for sure. Technique for sure, but we also have a partnership with Fleet Feet. You should go down there. Have you ever been to Fleet Feet?
I have not, but people have told me to go
Go
because
to Fleet
I
Feet.
also have the flattest feet on earth.
Yes, they will do testing on your foot so to see how it is even in motion. And they'll recommend shoes that are perfect for you and how you feel, like how you just said, like the movement in your legs. That will all be tested, so then you can see what shoe they'll
Yeah,
recommend, shoes that are just for you.
that's cool. So
That
you guys
is,
have a partnership with them?
yeah, we are both ambassadors there.
Fabulous.
That came along the way too.
Yeah, I'm sure. They also have their own run club, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we're actually planning a run with them in the later in the fall months with Asics. We're going to be doing a meetup there and running along the, I don't know if it's technically it's the Empire Trail over there by the new Chick-fil-A. What about that? That's crazy right there, right?
Yeah,
I'm so happy about that.
I know.
I'm a vegetarian, but I love the waffle fries.
Oh yeah, the waffle
Yeah,
fries are I love the mac and cheese.
I know,
Low
but
key.
just to see a
Not low
high
key, high key.
hiking, yeah, the mac.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I love that mac and
I
cheese.
know, I love that mac and cheese too.
So you like is there so you like Asics for running.
Yes, but I'm also looking at the Brooks Max Glycerins.
Are
They have
those
the
the
foam.
thick ones? I've seen those. Yeah. I'm like, do I need those?
I'm
Like
gonna go to Fleet Feet and try them on because
it's like you're like running on a cloud.
yes, I really want those before I go on a marathon because I don't have any problems with my Asics. I actually haven't, unfortunately, wore my Nike Vomeros in a race, but I don't feel them. Like sometimes you feel like you're certain point in your feet, like, oh, I've been running for a long time, like this starting to hurt. I don't have a problem with those.
Cool.
And they're ASIC 900s.
ASIC 900s. I'm
Mhm.
jotting that down right now.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay, last question about gear. Technology. I've
Mm.
been seeing like so I'm like such a consumer. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so like you can sell me anything. So I'm like deciding, oh well, first of all, I think this running culture and like aesthetic is now such a thing. Like it's, everyone's got the vest and the cool sunglasses and the biker shorts and like they've got the whole outfit, right? So I'm also seeing people share their distance and using apps like Strava is a really big one right now. We're
Mhm.
seeing all those TikToks and I think you
Mhm.
guys actually recreated one
Mhm.
too. I love that. But what is the watch that everyone's using with the big round face watch that shows you all that
Oh,
information? I don't think it's an Apple Watch.
it's a Garmin.
Okay.
It's a Garmin.
Garmin.
And I've been thinking whether that or an Apple Watch because Eli's just like, you need to get a watch. You need to get a watch.
You
And I'm
gotta
like,
you should pitch them. Maybe they can send you one.
I know, right? I should.
I should be your PR person.
You should.
Happy
I'm gonna have to talk to you after.
to
But
help wherever I can.
yes, even though we are a group, I've been thinking about like starting a market that I am a runner girl and
Oh
that
yeah, you should definitely
as a
be like
co-founder of Run Club,
building your
like
personal brand on top of this.
absolutely,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely. Because like even for the headshot, like I was like, I need to get this headshot. I need to do this. I was like,
Well, stay tuned. We with the CNY Women's Network at least, we're going to be providing a lot more opportunities in 2026 for the women in our audience to update their media
I want to
kits,
sign
right?
up.
So get the headshot, but we're also going to teach you how do you build your own media kit, whether you want to pitch yourself as an influencer to a brand or like pitch yourself as a speaker to an event. planner,
Mm.
because we get a lot of that. We get a lot of people in our audience that want to be speakers and want to be on stage.
Mm.
So we're gonna, create events and opportunities for women to like get that all together. Because I think that's what's missing is like most people get media coverage or get opportunities to speak or whatever because they've pitched themselves. You can't expect, especially as a smaller creator, like you can't expect to be discovered and for these opportunities to just fall in your lap. It just
Right.
doesn't happen.
Right.
So, and it does. Like ASICS found you guys and it happened,
I
right?
know. So it's
But
like being prepared for that. I'm like, oh my God, there's training that I need. That I'm like, I want to sign up. Like, I need that. Because, like, I am a hairstylist. I run my own business. I don't answer to anyone. So it's like, you either come and get your hair done or not. Like, I don't really have to pitch
yeah, you
myself.
don't
I'm
have to
pitching my
sell it.
talent.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get what you're going to get. But starting this and realizing, like, okay, how do I want me, because I aspire to be a content creator along with the run club and stuff like that, like me, like how do I brand me along with it?
You can always tie yourself into the brand. So if you're starting to build your own personal brand audience, and when you're pitching yourself as an influencer to other brands, you can also loop in the Syracuse Run Club's brand. See how I clearly understand how to create a community and how to build a following. But not only will your brand get to appear in front of my audience, but could also appear in front of the Syracuse Run Club audience. So you'll be able to kind of like double dip into that and
Right.
like increase, your reach essentially. Cause that's
Yeah.
what they're really looking for is like, how many people do you reach?
Well, yeah, like I want to create a website, a personal website, gabbybeanggabby.com, and have stuff that I do in Syracuse and like have the run club and stuff in
Fun. I
Syracuse.
love that.
But I'm so sorry. What was
No,
the last
you're
question?
good. You're
I'm so
good. No,
sorry.
I love this.
Because you just off tracked me and it's
There's
like
so many
there's
opportunities to really parlay into whatever you want. And that's why I think it's such an exciting thing, right? Cuz like you said earlier is we don't have a plan. Like we're just going to see what happens here. And I
right.
think that that's the beautiful thing with starting communities and leading initiatives like this is that you can really take it in any direction you want. Like I
Right.
think definitely coming up with some awesome brand apparel and some Syracuse Run Club merch would be really successful for you guys.
Yeah, we've done mini launches just to see, and the demand is there. So we've been cooking up some stuff, and it's just like so
Cool.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like people want it. Like I want a shirt, I want a hoodie, and I'm like, oh my God, like
yeah,
that's so dope.
I definitely think that's great. We've been trying to navigate the whole brand merchandise thing and it's no easy feat. So maybe I can use your advice on that. We can chat
No,
about that
yeah, it's
afterwards.
not.
Yeah, and Delta came out with their merch a few months ago. They did a pre-order for that.
Right. It's nice to do the pre-orders, but to have like a shop like where
So
people
how did you guys approach your merch when you tested it out? Like what did you guys do for that?
I think it was just like a pre-order website that you just uploaded the graphics to and then they printed it out and then we sent it
Okay.
to the people that bought one.
Okay, so it was it like print on demand then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It was print on demand kind of thing. So then you're not really holding any inventory, but however, there when you do it, there's like certain um quantities.
Yeah. It's this whole thing.
It is.
It's this whole thing.
Especially if you don't have background in it, it's like we got to do what now? Okay.
These are the situations where it's like, okay, who do I find now how do I find the right person for this? Cuz I don't
Right.
know. And it's sometimes you don't have the time to learn something totally new and
Right.
navigate a new part of the business, right?
Right. That is like my ordeal. Like I don't know how to influence you guys to run, but I'm winging it
You're
along the
doing oh
way.
yes, you do know how to influence people to run. All you have to do is inspire them. I think
Right.
that's what you're doing.
Right.
And creating a warm, welcoming environment so that it's like a no-brainer. Um and you guys are kind of like just setting the example too. I think it's like a lead by example sort of thing.
Yes.
So you keep doing whatever you guys are doing. You're doing an amazing job.
Yes.
So if someone's listening to this and wants to join the Syracuse Run Club, how can they get in touch? How can they join?
They can join by following us on Instagram and Facebook at Syracuse Run Club and just show up on Saturday and um, be prepared to run. Because we're not just not the typical like, oh, they're not really running. No, we're running.
Mm-hmm.
We're running. So be prepared to run.
Okay, fun. I like
Yes.
that. We're
Or
serious.
walk, I'm sorry.
Or walk, run, whatever you
Walk,
gotta do.
run, but be prepared to actually get involved.
Get there ready to stretch by 8:30.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
not skip that warm up.
No.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Gabrielle, for joining me. This was an absolute pleasure, and I can't wait to share this conversation with our audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Whether this is your first time tuning in or you've been listening since the beginning, I do not take it for granted. When I started this podcast, I honestly didn't know where it would go. I just knew that I wanted to have real conversations with people doing meaningful work right here in Central New York. 2 years in, this still feels like a dream, but I also know that we are just getting started. If you enjoy what we do here, please join the 32% of people who tune into the show regularly and follow us on this app. And here's my promise to you: I'll keep showing up with my whole heart. I'll keep inviting guests who inspire me and asking the questions that I know matter most to people like us, people building something right here in CNY. So thank you for being a part of this.